All right, this your boy Moolah. This week at that Fat Podcast, man. We back with another one. Let's check this out.
Yeah, what was
At least that we all die the same age, roughly.
yeah, you might. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't think that far ahead. Let's do the actual Mia Khalifa video. I found the actual one I wanted to show you guys. I hope to God this is it. You got to start it from the beginning, Blessing. Oh, okay. Well,
any guy who goes after a girl significantly younger than them is severely lacking in their life. And I mean that confidence-wise. I mean, like, they are falling short in so many places that is the only place they can turn to feel like they have something on the scale of power.
And ultimately it's predatory. I mean, there's just no way to because you're manipulating someone who is not aware of what they're giving you, and it's unfair.
So,
they got a show called How to Catch a Predator Woman.
My question is, why are men called predators for going for younger women, but women don't typically have that same energy for women that go for younger men?
I don't know, because I think older women
not that same energy. Not that same energy, not at all. It's cool for the woman to do it, but the man got to be a predator. God damn it!
Like, if you're dating someone that much younger, they have way less life experience. They don't know themselves as well. Like, you know how to like shape them. Like, you know how to get them way easier.
What would you put at predator? Like, what's the age gap that you would say predator?
It's a nicer word though. It's cougar.
Yeah, literally.
It's a less negative word.
I don't know, to be honest with you. Maybe 15, 20 years. Maybe.
15, 20 years. And would you say the age gap, does it matter how old the younger person is? Like if they're 30?
Yes, it does matter. If they're under like 25, or
if they're under 25,
or like under 27, maybe. Yeah.
Okay. And then it's like 20 years.
Predator is the wrong word. Predator is
maybe it's the wrong word.
Predator is the wrong word and should never be used. Predator is the word you use when you're going after
minors.
Minors. You are you're
correct.
But isn't being predator just someone that has kind of power over you?
No, you do not know the definition. Get your dictionary.
No, a predator is someone who is seeking out to do harm. So where there are adults who seek to do harm in a certain way, which we can't say on here, to children, that is what is called a predator. A predator is not what was described in that video. If you were a man of any age, whether you were going after a male or female child, intending to meet them to do what you're going to do, that is a predator. So on that video, predator is the wrong word, and it's taken out of context, and of course it's going to blow up on social media, and people are influenced by people like her, and you're going to start, every time you see a couple out on the street or in a bar, you're going to turn around and say, oh, he's a predator or she's a predator, because you've heard it on social media. It's the wrong word. If you want to know what a predator is, it's definitely not that.
I don't know. If you're underage, it's not consensual. If it's between two consensual adults, and you're not
I do agree. Like, being a predator must have a bit more intention than that. But I think she's saying, I don't know what she's saying.
Because I'm just thinking of the case, like, you're 18. You have the same rights that I do. If you want to jump in a car right now, you can go do it. If you want to vote, you can vote. Like, we're both adults, you know what I mean? If we're talking about under 16 and all them type of things, then we could talk about a different story. But I think it's like Miss Lady in front said, I think predator is used in the wrong sense.
I think we. Sorry, go ahead.
But my real question is, I don't see the same energy for women.
Right.
I mean, even when you started, they're like, okay, but it's like on social media, if a man says, I like a girl that's significantly younger, he's shamed for it, but women aren't.
I agree. Yeah.
It is a bit. I'm not gonna lie though. I think that in a girl's world, if you're dating a guy that is younger than you, you are sometimes can be looked at as a bit weird. Like, why are you going for a guy that's younger than you? He's not going to do anything for you. No, I'm just saying that's how it is usually in the girls' world. And I think that the difference stems from the intentions as well. Usually, I would say, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think generally a man that goes for a woman that is younger, it'll be for those reasons of like, okay, she's less combative, she's easier to mold and all these things. Fine.
Is that wrong?
Whereas if you're a woman and you're going for a younger guy, a lot of the time, I feel it might be for the energy and appreciation.
Pound town.
Now they got a whole woman. So I think that the intentions may be slightly different, and that's why. I mean, what they're getting at, and I think they're probably talking from experience. You can tell the look in their eyes when you're a young woman, and especially if you're a pretty young woman. A lot of older men will approach you, and at that moment in time, when you're that age, there's a lot of things that you really just don't know. In fact, you don't even know enough about men to be able to navigate the world with these sort of men after you. So that's why they would come up and say, use such a strong word to describe it, because actually at the end of the day, it is a little bit twisted.
What about a girl what is it? But why don't we have that same energy of young women that go after older men for their money? Is that predatory?
We do.
That's more predatory.
That's
predatory?
terrible.
That is more predatory.
That is terrible. That is terrible.
Is Leonardo DiCaprio a predator? Would you say that Leonardo DiCaprio?
I would argue,
When they get to 25, he stops, doesn't he?
No, he just hit the. Look at what do they say that the economy? The economy is so bad that you have Leonardo DiCaprio dating 27-year-olds.
Inflation is crazy.
I asked the women who go for younger men. So it's wrong for, let's say, men in their 30s to go for 18-year-olds. I understand why they would, like the submissive, being cooperative and like less bodies. But why would an older woman in their like 30s go for a guy who is like 20? Like, what
Stamina.
benefits do you get from?
That's the only thing we can guess. Stamina, energy, like she said, her right there, energy, bang, 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 pound town.
Going from a man
Stamina.
that's like
What
10
is she
years
saying?
younger.
Just the stamina.
And sugar mama, she gonna be a sugar mama. Bam, 2K, 28, and make sure you stay in the house and get ready to do what she want when she get home. Y'all know how it go.
That's it.
Do you not want like the girls that actually go for younger men? Like, do you not want a man that can provide and be like a proper leader? I know there are some younger guys, but generally speaking, men under 30, they can't really give you what you want. So I just want to know why.
But I would say they love you way harder if they're younger, because you're more likely to be one of their first loves. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think as they get older, the love gets a little bit more like, I've done this 1,000 times. Like,
Well, it's kind of, I mean, it's kind of a mating strategy in a way, because it's like men have less sexual capital when they're younger, and then women have less sexual capital when they're older. So they kind of
hit off each other.
Yeah.
And don't forget also what the boys said earlier. They're like, oh yeah, she was so much more mature and she was this, and yeah, I enjoyed it and this. So they appreciated her. That's it. So it's nice.
Yeah, but what's the woman gaining? I get what the man's
You get
gaining, but-
validated.
Vanity.
by a
We like
beautiful
nice words. We
person.
just want a man to
And the stamina
appreciate
as
us
well.
and
A
to
man with a
worship
hairline.
us. No. That's why. Don't forget that women are also vain and they require a lot of validation. So sometimes when you go for a younger man, he's able to give you that.
But all these guys have just said that they're only looking to like not really like a long commitment with an older woman because she has like too much baggage and all of that. So like, what is the older woman getting out of this if it's not just fun? Like, if she's looking for a long time commitment, like what is she finding with these young men that don't want a long time commitment with an older woman?
Yeah.
Dick, and more dick. Energy and more dick. That's it.
Would you say it's more companionship?
Yeah.
Because I'm going to ask you, because you actually date younger men.
Yeah, it's companionship, and I won't judge a young man. I've said it already earlier on, my ex was a lot younger than me, and age was totally irrelevant. There are some gaps. There are things that he won't know and I won't know, and then somewhere you sort of just meet in the middle, but you get companionship. I was in love. I could say we were genuinely in love. I'm not going to talk about the reasons we broke up, but yeah, we were together 4 years, and that was with someone younger than me. I had companionship, I had friendship, I had someone that understood me, I had love, I had someone that looked out for me. He was actually a great cook. I'm a bit lazy at that. I used to go over to his home, and there was always food waiting for me, not because I couldn't, go in the kitchen and make something. it was a real relationship. So everyone experiences something different. And I think we've just got too many stereotypes is, oh, you can't go out with a younger man, or you can't go out with someone older man. So you might tell me, oh, I can't go out with someone that's 60 or 70. Well, what happens, you know, if I'm attracted, they're a nice man, the relationship is nice, they're a good person. To me, yeah, the companionship is a big word. So to me, it doesn't really matter. You have to, it's something that we all said here before. You have to, and you said it particularly, it depends on the actual person. So if I'm going to have a relationship, I mean, I don't want to fling. I don't want to be.
Old girl in yellow, blue.
I don't want to be with a man that's just going to fling his bits around, to put it politely. It doesn't matter how old you are. Obviously, we all have age restrictions. But if I like you, we're attracted, you respect me, you know, you have love for me, you're my friend, you're my companion, you look out for me, you're a man, you're a leader, you know how to look after me. It doesn't really matter. If you've got all those qualities, I'm going to be with you. Never mind the age. And some people, I know that men, I think, mature a little bit later. We all know that. But what happens when there's those individuals who are the right one for you?
I just have a question now. Like,
yeah, of course.
You know, obviously you think that way now. When you was like in your late 20s or like early 30s, did you think the same way? Like, would you still look for like a younger guy in that same companionship role, or you? Is this a recent thing where you decided?
No, nothing is recent. My views have never changed. Just a man has to be a good man, someone that wants to look after me.
But can I just ask, would you seek out a younger man actively?
Actively, no. But if one crossed my path and they happen to be, you know, let's say, I'm just going to throw a number out here. If one crossed my path and all of a sudden I met them and I said, how old were you? And they told me, let's say, for example, between 25 and 30, I'm not all of a sudden going to turn around and say, oh, I'm sorry, I can't date you because of your age. They might be the right person for me.
Yeah, fair enough.
What about like an 18-year-old? Like if you were just out there and an 18-year-old came up to you and was like, oh, you're a beautiful woman. So there's a hard cap to it.
Yeah, there is.
There is. No, I wouldn't. No,
okay.
No.
But it's kind of interesting because you kind of contradict yourself.
Yeah.
No, I understand what you mean and talk about contradictions. So we all have age limits and we've all talked about it here tonight. And whilst I'm talking about, yes, I will date a younger man, I still have my limits. So I don't think that's me contradicting myself. I'm saying, yes, I'll date a younger man, but I'm capping a limit just like everybody else. So I don't think that I'm being contradictory.
I just want to excuse me. I just want to add, in terms of my experience with women, I've never actually been in a relationship with a woman that's younger than me. And hearing these discussions, for me, the two key words or the two takeaways are youth and maturity. I think it goes in both directions. So I think for me, I presented myself as being a lot more older than I guess in terms of like the barometer of men my age. And that's sort of what a lot of women responded to. And then once I'd revealed my age in comparison to the age that they had, the mental image that they had of me, it sort of, I don't know, just sort of made something inside them just go a bit, I don't know, a bit addicted to me in a certain way. So I think it goes both ways, because you were saying earlier about the 18-year-old and the 32. Maturity doesn't necessarily have a fixed age.
I agree.
If someone carries themselves as like a 25-year-old or 42-year-old and stuff, more often than not, we kind of like connect with that as opposed to checking people's ID cards. So that was just my takeaway for that.
All right, y'all. There you have it. So we want to know, what is the difference between the woman and the man dating younger? What's the difference? Is it some kickback on the man's side? Is it kickback on the woman's side? Holla at your boy. But this your boy Moolah. We got that fat podcast. We'll be back with another one. I'm out. Bow.